Good afternoon and welcome to this afternoon's FA Cup third round tie between Sunderland and Port Vale. And straight away, let's have a look at the two Sunderland mascots. The one on the right, the blonde-haired boy, is Chris Harmon. He's 9 years old and he goes to Ferry Hill. He lives at Ferry Hill, rather, and goes to Broome Cottage Primary School, where he plays centre forward for the school team. He's scored 17 goals so far this season for the school team. He likes maths and art at school, and his favourite interests are football and computers. His favourite footballer is John Byrne. And before I tell you about the other mascot, there's Gary Bennett, who's never played in a side for Sunderland that's won an FA Cup tie, and this is his 10th attempt. So there, Gary Bennett, something to overcome this afternoon. So we'll go back to the other mascot now. He's John Paul Heimers. He's 13 years old, lives at Wickham and goes to the Wickham Comprehensive School, where he too likes maths and art at school. He plays football and he likes to play on his computer. His favourite footballer is Paul Bracewell, and his favourite national footballer is Gary Lineker. So the Sunderland side this afternoon, having had a look at Gary Bennett, the former Sunderland captain. Tony Norman in goal, John Kay at 2, Anton Rogan at 3, Gary Bennett at 4, Paul Hardiman in at number 5 for the suspended Kevin Ball. At 6, Gary Hours. At 7, Paul Bracewell. At 8, Peter Davenport. At 9, Gordon Armstrong. At 10, John Byrne. And at 11, Brian Atkinson. And no Don Goodman either, because he is cup-tied. The substitutes for Sunderland are Ian Sampson and Kieran Brady. The Port Vale side, Mark Grew in goal, Simon Mills at 2, Darren Hughes at 3, Andy Porter at 4, Neil Aspin at 5, Dean Glover at 6, Nico Yallink at 7, Robin van der Laan at 8, Keith Houchin at 9, Martin Foyle at 10, and John Jeffers at 11. And their two substitutes are Brian Mills at 12 and Alan Webb 14. And they too have a match mascot, Martin Goodwin, who is 9 tomorrow, lives in Swadling Coatney in Derbyshire, where he likes maths and sport at school, and has swimming badges up to 1 mile, and his favourite footballer is Mark Grew. So three match mascots this afternoon, 2 for Sunderland and 1 for Port Vale. The match officials this afternoon, as Port Vale are about to start the match, kicking off at the Roker end. I shall tell you about in a few moments, but the match underway. And straight away, Neil Aspin clearing for Port Vale, but the chance for Anton Rogan to go forward. And the shot well wide, and there is the referee for this afternoon, Mike Peck at Kendal. The two linesmen with the red trim flag will be Uriah Rennie from Sheffield, and with the yellow trim flag will be John Jones from Doncaster, who was linesman here last season for the matches against Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. The fourth official, should he be needed, is Peter Hawkins from Middlesbrough. So Tony Norman taking the first goal kick of the match after Martin Foyle's shot over the bar for Port Vale. So Port Vale have opened quite brightly, but there, the ball in touch. Gordon Armstrong in there, trying to win possession for Sunderland. Foul, the first one of the match. And the referee wants to speak to Robin van der Laan. So within the second minute of the match, already Mike Peck trying to stamp out on any unjust play. Van der Laan being cautioned. Hands on hips there, Paul Hardiman. And the booking made as Paul Bracewell receives the attention of Steve Smelt. So Van der Laan booked in the second minute for Port Vale for that challenge on the Sunderland captain, Paul Bracewell. Rather a lengthy stoppage. And Sunderland have never beaten Port Vale in an FA Cup tie. They've played each other twice before in FA Cup matches. In 1935-6, Sunderland and Port Vale drew 2-2, with Patsy Gallagher and Jimmy Connor scoring the Sunderland goals, before Port Vale won the replay 2-0. But Sunderland did go on to win the First Division Championship at the end of that season, the last time they did that. So the free kick taken Armstrong got up well. Now Byrne taking the ball wide. Bracewell in support, but Byrne wins the corner. Sunderland will have been buoyed up by that excellent win against Barnsley in midweek on New Year's Day for a bright start to 1992. So now the Sunderland corner, right into the goal mouth, but onto the head of Grew. The whistle had gone anyway for the challenge by Peter Davenport. Peter Davenport in because of Don Goodman being cup-tied. He played in the first round for West Bromwich Albion, and you're not allowed to play in the same competition for two different clubs in the same season. So Don Goodman out this afternoon because of that rule. The ball coming towards Gary Bennett. Up goes Armstrong, wins the ball well in the air, finds Byrne. Armstrong again in support, plays the ball through quickly, but Darren Hughes there to push the ball back. Simon Mills, former York City player. Sunderland playing the ball about quite well. That was a good challenge. No offside, but that ball is kept in on the far side, is it? No, it isn't. The whistle didn't go, and that was almost a very good ball. The second occasion when Sunderland met Port Vale in FA Cup action was in 1961-2, when again the score was drawn here at Rucker Park, this time 0-0, with Port Vale winning the replay 3-1. Willie McFeet scored the goal at Vale Park, but it didn't stop Port Vale from winning the match. And in that season, Sunderland had drawn at Southampton 2-2 in the third round, with Stan Anderson and Harry Hooper from a penalty spot scoring the goals that day, and beating Southampton 3-0 in the replay, with George Hurd getting two and Willie McFeet the other one. And then they lost at Port Vale in the fourth round. And there we see Jim Joyce, the Port Vale physio. Nico Yalink, the victim. So both number 7s have been in the wars, with referee Mike Peck looking on. And the Port Vale manager is John Rudge, who's been there since December 1983, one of the longest serving managers in the second division. With Malcolm Crosby, the caretaker Sunderland manager, probably the shortest serving manager in the second division. So both sides still at full strength, thanks to the respective physiotherapists. So now Mark Grew will take Port Vale's goal kick. Comes to Bennett. That little touch through was from Andy Porter. On the run now is Keith Houchin with Bennett. And it comes off Bennett for the throw to Coventry City. I'm saying Coventry City because Keith Houchin played for Coventry City and scored in the 1987 Cup final for Coventry City. Now, of course, with Port Vale. Paul Hardiman. Flicked on by Armstrong and then by Davenport. Loose ball comes to John Byrne. Just couldn't quite control it. It was running away from him all the time. And number 6 there was Dean Glover, the former Middlesbrough player, in action there twice. Peter Davenport also once with Middlesbrough. Gary Bennett. Away by Gary Hours. And both benches. Foyle. wins the throw for Port Vale. Martin Foyle, their leading scorer this year, and he's a former Oxford player. In fact, a free kick been awarded. The linesman on that far side is Uriah Rennie from Sheffield. Driven low, and that's a good one. And Norman has to pounce on the ball. An unusual free kick. Got right through to Tony Norman. Armstrong this time misses his flick, but Davenport feeds him again, but he loses control. So Port Vale have possession. Playing in their away strip of blue shirts and white shorts. Sunderland have it back. And that was Atkinson touching the ball. Kay back to Atkinson. Byrne. Trying to get past Darren Hughes. It comes off Hughes. And it's the corner kick. Paul Hardiman comes across to take it. Up goes Gary Bennett into the box. Number 7 there, Nico Jalink, Dutch player. Plays now for Port Vale as the... Oh, Grew didn't get much of a hand to that. Gary Bennett was challenging hard. And the ball's still in there as Byrne goes in, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. So the first real chance. And that's just ahead of Martin Foyle. Rogan. And here we see the chance for Sunderland comes from the Paul Hardiman corner. Bennett stops the punch from being made cleanly. The ball is headed back in by Gary Howes, and Byrne is first to react, but it goes straight into the arms of Mark Grew. Back live. Byrne to Hardiman with the cross. It's a tantalising cross. Byrne just couldn't control it properly. And an acrobatic clearance on the part of Port Vale only goes to Howes. Bennett pumps the ball forward again. Armstrong wins the heading duel. Whips the ball across, and it's there! A lovely goal for Sunderland. Oh, that was a well-worked goal. And Gordon Armstrong again on target for Sunderland. It's Atkinson. It's Atkinson who scores for Sunderland from the Gordon Armstrong cross. But it was a well-worked goal. Sunderland almost scoring a minute previously when John Byrne drove the ball against the goalkeeper. This time they made no mistake. And Rogan playing the ball there into touch. Here we see Gary Bennett playing the ball forward. Armstrong does well, whips the ball across, and in comes Atkinson to finish off, giving Grew no chance. So back live action at the other end. This is Van der Laan. Plays the ball wide, but harmlessly. So after 9 minutes, Brian Atkinson gives Sunderland the lead. Sunderland continuing their good form from Wednesday, from New Year's Day. Free kick for Sunderland. And the early goal will work wonders for Sunderland. Gary Bennett placing the ball for the free kick. You see the two Sunderland substitutes there, Ian Sampson and Kieran Brady. Bennett with the free kick, short of the penalty area. Armstrong looking for support, doesn't need it at the moment. Got round Porter quite easily. Byrne is up there. So too, oh, and Bracewell nearly got in there. Now Atkinson trying for a second one, but comes to Hours. Hours trying to thread his way through. Byrne lays it off to Hardiman. Hardiman plays it wide for Armstrong. On the overlap goes Hardiman. Armstrong decides to try and get the ball across. Gets the second chance. Still has Hardiman, but bad ball though by Armstrong this time. And Port Vale tried to clear it. Can't do so the first time, but managed to do that the second time. Now it's Keith Houchin. But play goes on. Hardiman hooks the ball away. That was an awkward ball from Armstrong to Bracewell. So Port Vale with the chance. An important challenge there from John Kay on John Jeffers. It's a Port Vale corner. Port Vale on a poor run at the moment. After going 6 games without defeat, they've now gone 6 games without a win. 4 draws and 2 defeats in that time. The corner, quite a good one. And Sunderland scrambled to get it away. Hours it was who got a vital boot to it. Headed back in there by Neil Aspin. The ball comes off Hours. Davenport with the clearance, finding Byrne. Forward goes Gary Hours. Forward to comes Sunderland as a whole, and the ball out for the corner. Sunderland's 3rd corner. All action here at Roker Park at both ends, not just at the Port Vale end. So quite a frantic opening. As Paul Hardiman takes Sunderland's 3rd corner. Chips the ball near post towards Bennett. He doesn't get there. Headed partly away by Foyle. The clearance completed by Yellink. And that one well kept in. Armstrong gets an important header to that ball. Hours challenging hard, the ball loose. Armstrong finding Bennett. Forward has gone Atkinson. To the right has gone Byrne. The ball played through for Byrne. Byrne forces another corner. So 5 corners already, plus the goal in the first 15 minutes of play. So Paul Hardiman getting some good practice at these corners. Nearly all the corners have been from the Sunderland right. I think one of the corners has been from the left. The other 4 have all been from, the other 3 rather, have all been from the right. Similar type of corner, looking for Bennett at the near post, but it's come to Byrne. Byrne just plays it out for Hardiman, who will get the ball back across. This time it's deeper. Up went Rogan. Played wide by Atkinson to Hardiman. Hardiman gets the ball across yet again. These are good crosses, and Grew palms the ball behind for a 5th corner. Although I think, yes, it is the 5th corner. So this time it's Armstrong coming across to take it. It's Atkinson who scored Sunderland's goal. Not much wind, as you can see from that corner flag. A deep corner, but well caught by Mark Grew. So unusual for this match at the moment, a quiet spell. Referee's whistle's gone for the free kick to Port Vale. Gary Hours committing a foul. Come on, Vale, shout some of the supporters. So quite a healthy following for Port Vale. Headed away there by Rogan. Now it's Jeffers for Port Vale. Challenged by Bracewell and Kay. Sunderland win that throw. Ball loose. And I was going for this. Grew, it's off Grew, but it's gone well wide of goal. Armstrong's going to keep this ball in. Chips the ball across goal. Oh, it's just over the head of Gary Hours. And Port Vale somehow get that ball away. But that ball off the goalkeeper from Gary Hours could have gone anywhere. And typical of this game, at the other end, Rogan has to tidy up with Keith Houchin threatening. But Grew had to come miles out of his goal there to clear, and came off Gary Hours and could have gone anywhere. In the meantime, Houchin so now Tony Norman will clear for Sunderland. The early through ball, this time Norman coming well out of his goal, but this time doing well, oh, but Hardiman couldn't keep the ball in. Tony Norman played the ball wide there deliberately towards Paul Hardiman, but Hardiman just couldn't keep it in. So, Port Vale on the attack. And a foul gives Port Vale the free kick. Paul Hardiman doesn't seem to be quite sure why. So John Byrne as the first line of defence along with Paul Hardiman. Number 2 there for Port Vale, Simon Mills, but the free kick deep. Oh, and it's just past the post. The goal kick. From that free kick, the ball rolled agonisingly wide from Port Vale's point of view. Almost the equaliser, but not quite. And here we see a replay of that free kick. The free kick floated across to the far post beyond Tony Norman. They headed back across goal, and it just needed a touch. Back live, and Paul Hardiman waiting to take the throw in. Armstrong's flick on. Another Sunderland throw. Port Vale's away record, 3 wins, 3 draws and 8 defeats in league matches this season, with 12 goals scored and 20 conceded. They lie 17th in Division 2, 2 places below Sunderland, and these two sides meet again on the 1st of February here at Roker Park in the return league match. The first league match was drawn 3-3 down at Vale Park, with Sunderland coming back from 3-0 down in that game to draw 3-3, and in fact almost getting a winner. Byrne just rolling the ball off, but it's Port Vale's throw. Poor clearance there from Darren Hughes. Hooked away by Dean Glover. And that ball harmlessly behind for the goal kick. Halfway through the first half, Sunderland leading by that Atkinson 9th minute goal. A lovely move, started by Gary Bennett. Armstrong whipping the ball across and Atkinson giving Grew no chance. Rogan. Hardiman. And just ahead of Byrne. Hardiman with the throw. Long throw. Armstrong finding Byrne. Byrne threading the ball through, but this time Atkinson offside. There, the flag of linesman John Jones from Doncaster. This afternoon's sponsors, the club sponsors are Vaux Breweries, and today's match sponsors are Enid and Clive Thurkel of Linden House. Crowd in good voice, lifted by that excellent 2-0 win against Barnsley on New Year's Day. Byrne did well not to thread the ball through there. Sunderland might have lost that if he'd done that. Now ours. Kay battling to win, keep the ball until it's hammered away there by Van der Laan. Long clearance by Norman. Byrne couldn't reach it. Ours. So forward comes Sunderland again. This is a good run by Anton Rogan, but then plays it between Armstrong and Hardiman for the throw. Rogan operating as a centre-back this afternoon in place of the suspended Kevin Ball, with Paul Hardiman slotting in at left-back. Armstrong stopping that clearance. Bracewell takes advantage of that. Now Bennett. Good turn by Atkinson. Kay drives the long ball. Goal kick to Port Vale. Behind Mark Grew, one of the many ball boys around Roker Park. Free kick. Port Vale's way. Glover. Mills. Rogan just about got the head to it, and it came off a Port Vale player for the goal kick. That's Martin Foyle running back. Simon Mills. Hughes. Bennett beats Houchen in the air. Houchen challenging again though, and it's out for Sunderland's throw. Van der Laan robbed by Bracewell. Now forward comes Byrne, and he's whistled up for offside. Referee just having a word with John Byrne there, who kicked the ball away after the whistle had gone. Up went Rogan. Bracewell couldn't clear it properly. Kay just about got half a head to it, but it doesn't matter because there's a whistle gone for the free kick to Sunderland. Armstrong again gets his head to the ball, does well, was Armstrong. Byrne couldn't quite turn. Armstrong had gone through on the overlap, but here comes Paul Bracewell. Almost found Armstrong, but good interception by Mills. That's very tight in there, and Sunderland couldn't really make very much progress from that, except that the whistle's gone. They've won a free kick. Simon Mills indicating a dive, but the referee doesn't think so because he's blown the whistle for the free kick. Hardiman about to take it, inquiring about the 10 yards distance, but everything seems to be okay, so Paul Hardiman will have to be satisfied with what he's got. Still not too happy about things, looking to see what things are like in the middle of the field, and the free kick cleared. Ours forced back. That's quite a good ball. Byrne flicks it on, but ours couldn't quite get on the end of it. But another whistle's gone. Quite a lot of free kicks at the moment. And one or two Sunderland players can hit the ball from this range. Gary Owers can, who's over the ball now. Paul Hardiman can. Gordon Armstrong, we know, can. Bracewell at Armstrong off the defensive wall. The wall did its job. But it was the last man in the wall, you'll notice, that the ball hit. So it wasn't far off being a very good free kick. Now Van der Laan. Ball played through by Porter. Foyle. That was Jeffers feeding Hughes. Jeffers. Van der Laan. The touchback was from Porter to Mills. Van der Laan, good trickery by him, but couldn't get through three Sunderland defenders. Now ours can break for Sunderland. He had Davenport alongside him. I think the referee's played an advantage there, but it hasn't worked in Sunderland's favour. Now Van der Laan for Port Vale. Quite a rough challenge there on Foyle. And that was by Hardiman, obstruction the offence, the referee's arm up. And that will mean an indirect free kick. So all the Sunderland players seem to be back behind the ball now. And the referee wants Sunderland to go back a yard, which they have done. It could well be Yalink that has the shot at goal. He's the man facing the Sunderland goal. And that's what happens, and it's quite a harmless one, straight to Tony Norman. Nico Yalink and Van der Laan, both Dutch players. Byrne beaten in the air. Hardiman plays it forward. Always couldn't get through to that ball, but he's got it this time. Quickly challenged by Van der Laan. Now Bennett has Rogan in support. Oh, Rogan playing the ball in the end well, but it had to be an accurate one. And the Port Vale faithful fans still shouting, "Come on, Vale." Ours with the chip. Burn! Oh, and that was almost an own goal. Mark Grew rather had to stretch up and reach for that. So with just over 10 minutes left to play, handball there. No, it wasn't, says the referee. A foil got the ball across there, got round Rogan, got the wrong side of Rogan from Rogan's point of view, and fired the ball across, but it was too close to Tony Norman, who was able to fall on it quite comfortably. Foul by Davenport. Ten minutes left for play in this first half. We've had a couple of injuries earlier in the half, so there'll be a little bit of time to add on. That's Sunderland's throw, won by Atkinson. Brian Atkinson, who scored the Sunderland goal. Bracewell, and now Port Vale appealing for the handball, but not getting it. In fact, the referee has stopped play to speak to Martin Foyle. He's being cautioned. There, the yellow card shown to Martin Foyle, and that's the second Port Vale player to be booked. Sunderland's free kick. It was for offside. Port Vale playing the long ball through, hoping to catch Sunderland on the break. They'll have to be more accurate than that. Okay. And of course, this season in the FA Cup, you only have one replay. So if the match was drawn, the replay would be at Vale Park. And then penalties would decide the outcome of the tie on that night. No second or third replays this season. Davenport trying to turn quickly. Atkinson. Bracewell takes over. Tries to... Sunderland tried to thread the ball through. That was Kay trying to thread it through. But didn't work, and Port Vale have the throw. Bennett hoping to let the ball run out, and he's managed to do that, although the corner's been given. Played short to Jeffers, and not very well, because Atkinson comes away for Sunderland, but disappointingly lets the ball run into touch. He looks as disappointed as anyone that happened. So that keeps Port Vale on the attack. And the goal kick from that header behind by Andy Porter. In fact, Porter whistled up for offside. Just over 6 minutes left of normal time in this first half. Mills with the clearance. Good layoff. Now John Byrne with the chance to go through and pokes the ball wide. So Grew about to take the goal kick. So here we see from Norman's clearance, Mills gets the ball away, but the ball is neatly laid off into the path of Bracewell, who sends Byrne through, but the ball didn't run quite right for Byrne. He had to play it quickly off his right foot. If he could have got his left foot to it, then he might have got better direction. And as it was, the chance was missed. Back live, Port Vale on the counter-attack, but well broken up by Anton Rogan. Rogan continues the run forward, gets the return ball, pushes it through, but too quick for Byrne. It came off Byrne's legs, and Port Vale have regained possession. Van der Laan. Bracewell. Ours. Armstrong. And Paul Hardiman blocked out by Andy Porter. And that's a free kick for Sunderland. So Paul Hardiman, having recovered quite quickly, will take the free kick. With just 4 minutes of play left in this first half, plus injury time. Hardiman, edge of the box, not deep enough. Bennett indeterminately, but it's back in the Sunderland half. Well cut out by Hardiman, and back from Kay to Norman. Rogan again with the interception. Neil Aspin headed that ball back into the Sunderland half, and now Port Vale on the break. The challenge on Houchin successful, and Bennett tidies things up. Byrne winning the free kick against Aspin. Neil Aspin, once with Leeds United. Hardiman on the far side, Bracewell on this side. Hardiman left to take it. Played wide, but too wide. Looking for Armstrong's head, but not finding it. Out comes Norman, collects safely, just stays inside his area. Porter. On the overlap is Mills, Armstrong covering that overlap. And well played, Gordon Armstrong. Mills wanting someone to come to him, so he has to throw it back. In by Hughes, may get the second chance. Instead, plays it wide. Jeff is robbed. Now Sunderland with the chance to break, with Port Vale defenders up, and that's a good break as well. Forward, oh, Davenport took one pace too many. He could have had the shot, but he took one step too many and was robbed. That was a lovely early ball by ours to cross the ball from the right. And Port Vale on the counter-attack, still dangerous. Oh, and that's very neat play by John Kay to clear the ball. Now forward comes Byrne. Bennett, Byrne still, if he can keep it in, he can't do so though. And a good move there, almost working for Sunderland. So, half a minute into injury time at the end of this first half. As Mark Grew takes the goal kick. I was getting up. Bracewell clearing. Now, Davenport this time scores! It's 2-0 for Sunderland. And that makes life a little bit easier for Sunderland. So, in injury time, at the end of the first half, it's Sunderland 2, Port Vale 0, with Peter Davenport scoring his second goal of the season, following on the one he scored against Newcastle here in November. And having missed that chance a little earlier, he made sure he didn't miss that one. So as the half-time whistle goes, we'll see how Sunderland score their second goal. Bracewell hooking the ball forward, and forward goes Davenport. This time he gets past the defender, slips the ball neatly under the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper commits himself, and the ball buries itself in the back of the net. So the half-time score, as the teams go off, Sunderland 2, Port Vale 0. Hello and welcome back for the second half of this FA Cup third round Challenge Cup tie between Sunderland and Port Vale here at Roker Park. Brian Atkinson opened the scoring for Sunderland after 9 minutes thanks to a lovely left-wing cross which was drilled into the net by Brian Atkinson. And although Port Vale hit back hard, had one or two close shaves, Peter Davenport's injury time goal at the end of the first half could well prove vital. So it's Sunderland leading 2-0 as the second half is started by referee Mike Peck from Kendal. So Sunderland will defend that full end in this first half, this second half rather, as they're doing now. The sponsors this afternoon, the club sponsors are Vaux Breweries, and today's match sponsors are Enid and Clive Thurkel of Linden House. Atkinson. Ball doesn't run for him, and Port Vale are able to tidy up that situation. But Mark Grew, in possession now, has been beaten twice in the first half and could well have been beaten another couple of times, but Peter Davenport just took one step too many shortly before he actually scored, and John Byrne fired into the goalkeeper's hands as Byrne goes through, but he's pulled up for offside. So Port Vale with the free kick. The flick on, easily stopped by Rogan. Atkinson finding Bracewell. Bracewell onto Byrne, but good covering there from Dean Glover. And the goalkeeper just managing to keep that one in. Free kick to Port Vale. Bennett with the half clearance. Scramble developing. Norman not coming out, possibly wisely. There's too many bodies in the way. And Port Vale have forced the first corner of the second half, have they? No, it looks like the goal kick. The ball played through. Davenport looking to try and release Brian Atkinson, but the ball didn't quite go in the right direction. Byrne offside. Free kick taken quickly. Port Vale must attack. 2-0 down. This time the free kick goes Sunderland's way, so the first half in periods was littered with free kicks, and the second half is starting off in Sunderland the same fashion. Anton Rogan with the free kick. Ours, ball loose, cleared by Yellink. Aspin, and Sunderland pressure forcing the throw-in. Corner then for Sunderland. Atkinson going across to take it. Sunderland had 5 corners to Port Vale's 2 in the first half, and they're just adding another one to that tally now. Played short to Byrne. The chip into the area, Yellink under it, didn't get very much clearance on it, but he was helped out there by Porter, and the ball is out for the throw. Seems to be red shirts everywhere at the moment. As Armstrong goes off on a crossfield run, but free kick Sunderland's well. Bennett takes it quickly. Hardiman, the long centre, is a disappointing one. Hardiman and Bracewell working a good 1-2 session between them. Now the ball in for Byrne, but just ahead of him. Port Vale player immediately challenged by Bracewell and ours. Rogan brings the ball through, threads it through to Byrne, and Davenport not quite able to reach that pass back. Now Port Vale coming forward. The layoff there was by Porter, but Foyle couldn't control it. It is Port Vale's throw though. Up comes Simon Mills to take it. But Mills couldn't keep it in, so the throw now goes to Sunderland. Family enclosure looks full. Big clearance by Tony Norman. Bennett. Rather a risky clearance there from Hughes, but he did find Aspen. Bennett again, but this time he fouls his man. That man being Martin Foyle. Hughes. Jeffers. The ball played forward. Foyle couldn't control it properly under pressure from Bennett. Darren Hughes. And Port Vale getting the ball forward, as they had to, of course. Good clearance there from Hardiman under pressure. Did the right thing, just got the ball away. The longer Sunderland can keep Port Vale out, and the more their chances of progress to round 4 for the first time in 6 years, the better their chances will be. But that's a good effort from Robin van der Laan, but Tony Norman in the right place. And here we see the chance coming up for Port Vale. It was a good effort by van der Laan. Here he is, controlling it well on the chest and turning quickly to fire in the shot. But Norman right behind it. Bennett with the no-nonsense clearance, and Davenport there disappointed to be whistled up for offside. Van der Laan. away by ours. Now Bracewell turning into trouble, but helped out by Hardiman, and the whistle's gone, fortunately for Sunderland. That ball looked as though it was running for Keith Houchin, but that's why the whistle went. The flag of John Jones from Doncaster whistling the Port Vale player up for offside. Hardiman just knocks the ball wide. Armstrong wins the throw. Bracewell there quickly, keeps play going. Byrne flicks it through. Davenport overcomes the ball, but it's the corner for Sunderland. Atkinson to take that corner. Looks as though Atkinson taking the left wing corners and Hardiman those on the right. Chips the ball over. It's a good one to Bennett. And away by Port Vale. Bennett got the back flick, which is what the idea was. The ball played low this time. Byrne trying to sell the dummy, but didn't work. But Sunderland have it back again. Played through for Bennett, who'd stayed up, but the offside whistle has beaten Sunderland on that occasion. Paul Hardiman was quite happy to let that ball run for the throw. That was Yellink. In slides Kay. And the whistle again goes. Again Sunderland caught offside. Davenport standing there, hands on hips. The ball being spotted there by Dean Glover. Clearance by Rogan. Lovely play there by Davenport, the reverse ball. Atkinson with the chance to break through, and Sunderland could be in, not quite. Gaps appearing in the Port Vale defence as they're committed to going forward. Byrne trying to switch the ball inside quickly. But the offside flag on that far side is up. And the Sunderland substitutes warming up, but it's a Port Vale substitute about to come on. Nico Yellink, the Dutchman, is on his way off. With just coming up to 14 minutes gone in the second half. Armstrong away, deep into Port Vale territory. Atkinson trying hard to cut off the back pass, but just couldn't quite get there in time. Off Rogan for the Port Vale throw. Or there's a whistle gone in any case, so it's a free kick to Sunderland. Sunderland fans sound happy enough with the latest score, with after 15 minutes gone in the second half, Sunderland still leading by 2-0 as they were at half-time. Atkinson after 9 minutes, Davenport in injury time at the end of the first half. Byrne, tried to backheel the ball through for Atkinson, but didn't quite work. That was rather a missed kick, but it's come through for a colleague now. It's Kay just getting the ball across to Bennett. Or a weak one by Bennett, allowing Port Vale to gain possession. But immediately, Van der Laan was surrounded by Sunderland players. Couldn't do much with it. Another whistle by the referee, this time against Atkinson. The ball in the Sunderland area. And it's come through to Norman. And here we see, from the free kick taken by Dean Glover, he floats the ball in as a scramble develops, and eventually it's Rogan who just gets his foot to it and guides the ball back through a crowd of players to Norman. That could have gone anywhere. As it happens, it went straight to Tony Norman. So back live. John Kay being spoken to by the referee, but that's all on this occasion. He's taken two names, both Port Vale players. Van der Laan after just a couple of minutes, and then Martin Foyle and Gary Owers, who was in doubt before this match, has gone off. And there's Martin Crosby on the far side, patting Owers on the back. So he is replaced. 17 minutes into the second half. So both sides have now used one substitute, Sampson on for Sunderland. But it's Armstrong who picks up that ball. Bracewell. Whistle's gone. It's a free kick to Port Vale. Armstrong clears for Sunderland, into touch. So Alan Webb, the Port Vale substitute, throws in. The cross by Porter blocked for the corner. Overcomes that corner. Bennett heads up in the air. Foyle. It's another corner. So plenty of action here at Roker Park in this third round FA Cup tie. The corner swings across. It's pushed onto the bar and over by Tony Norman. And this time the corner given on the far side, on the Port Vale left. Simon Mills to take that corner. Good looking corner, headed away. Aspin up there with the Port Vale attack. But now Sunderland with the chance to break. Kay's gone on the overlap. That was a good ball through to Kay. Now Kay has to hold the ball up, tries to get the ball through. The first time fails and lets it run into touch. That will never reach John Byrne. Bracewell. Bracewell again. Good at keeping possession in close encounters is Bracewell. Sunderland's throw. Kay takes it. Again doesn't reach Byrne. Atkinson challenging, but Vale get the ball away this time. Kay. Bennett. Now Bennett will cool things down. Rogan covering. Offside. Pass back blocked, so Rogan has to play it into touch. Across, and the offside whistle has gone. Hutchin caught offside. Another Port Vale substitution is being made, so Brian Mills will come on. And they're bringing off John Jeffers. Now from that Sunderland throw, Byrne trying to wriggle his way through three blue shirts, couldn't do so, but Sunderland still have it. Rogan trying, somebody's hand looked to touch the ball there, but it was accidental, so play going on. Bracewell. The ball hammered forward. In from Hardiman. The clearance just about made, that was by Aspin, and the drive wide by John Kay. Atkinson. Now we see the build-up to this attempt by John Kay. The clearance, not a very good one. Kay latches onto the ball, tries to drive. It's curling, but not quite enough. And John Kay, who's never scored for Sunderland, although he's tried often enough, fails again, but not by very much. Good effort by John Kay. So back live. With Anton Rogan about to take a free kick. Aspin, under pressure from Hardiman, has to put the ball into touch. But the throw has been given Port Vale's way. Hughes. Byrne almost getting in. That ball not controlled very well by Dean Glover, who now clears downfield. It's a good one. It's come to Brian Mills, who's just come on as substitute. The chip to the far post. Hoyle was on that far side. Couldn't get it though. As Armstrong almost broke through for Sunderland. Hardiman gets an important touch to stop a Port Vale attack from developing. But still the visitors, the Valiants as they're known, have the ball. Out comes Norman, collects under pressure from Houchin. Too much pressure, says the referee. Play held up for the moment until the Port Vale player Van der Laan is treated by Jim Joyce. And Port Vale have already used both of their substitutes, so if he has to go off, they'll finish the match with 10 men. So obviously Jim Joyce will want his player to stay on. The 2 goals down already. And what is already an uphill struggle for Port Vale would become a mountain to climb if they had to play the rest of the match with 10 men. But he's staying on, but doesn't look too fit. So now the free kick for that challenge by Houchin, with 19 minutes left for play. Tony Norman clearly, and Gary Bennett clearly saying that the nearest Port Vale player isn't 10 yards away. And that was Houchin, and the kick will have to be taken again because Houchin encroached. Armstrong's flick on, wins a free kick for Sunderland. That's the right spot, taken by Rogan. Bracewell. That was a good piece of reaction by Peter Davenport to keep Sunderland in possession. Armstrong with the centre. It's a deep one. Byrne, if he can get turn, he can't. But Atkinson and Byrne, yes! Byrne it is who gets his foot to the ball. Atkinson it was who turned the ball across. It looked as though John Byrne had lost it, but he managed to just get his foot to it, and that was enough to guide the ball over the line. So John Byrne scores Sunderland's third after 28 minutes of the second half. It's Sunderland 3, Port Vale 0. So here we see the build-up again. It's Armstrong who sends the ball across. The ball goes loose. It comes to Atkinson, who makes a great run and cross. And then Atkinson, tackled by Aspin, the ball runs loose, and Byrne rather sees the ball bobble up, and he manages to toe poke the ball into the net while lying on the ground. But it's opportunities like that that are often the difference between winning and losing matches. The free kick there, Sunderland's way, as we come back live, with Sunderland now leading 3-0. And that goal set up by Gordon Armstrong, and then the penetrating run by Brian Atkinson, and finished off superbly by John Byrne. He looked to have lost the ball, had John Byrne, but he just managed to get a foot to it and steer it over the line. As the free kick comes in, Atkinson, and Sunderland's corner. And since it's a right wing corner, Paul Hardiman is taking it. Near post corner, flicked on by Bennett, nobody there though. Bracewell fires it back, but well wide. And that was an important goal for Sunderland because Port Vale have looked quite strong going forward. And that gives Sunderland a 3-goal cushion. And although Sunderland looked like winning, it mustn't be forgotten that Sunderland did the reverse down at Vale Park earlier in the season. They were 3 goals down and fought back to 3-3. So it's still possible that Port Vale could do the same here at Roker Park. But Bennett clearing and Hardiman helping him out. As forward goes Davenport, no offside flag. This could be 4, it should have been, but it wasn't. He hit the ball straight at the goalkeeper, but Sunderland through Atkinson, and Atkinson fires the ball wide. Davenport didn't lift the ball on that occasion, so the goalkeeper was able to save. But it's caution to the wind now for Port Vale. They've got to attack. That's the only chance they'll have. And here we see it. The ball played through by Hardiman. It comes clean through to Davenport, and just see the ball. He hits the ball along the ground as the goalkeeper does the only thing he can, and that's spread himself. He goes down early, and the ball hits the goalkeeper. If he'd lifted that ball, he'd have scored, but he just couldn't manage to do that. Port Vale free kick. And if Port Vale are going to at least force a replay, they've only got 13 minutes left to do it in. And the free kick was wide of goal and drifted out harmlessly for the goal kick. Port Vale have won at Wolverhampton 2-0, at Grimsby 2-1, and at Leicester City 1-0 this season. They've drawn 3-3 at Bristol Rovers, 2-2 at Newcastle and 0-0 at Barnsley. And their 8 defeats have been at Ipswich, Portsmouth, Blackburn, Brighton, Charlton, Middlesbrough, Plymouth and Bristol City. Houchin. Foyle. Away by Kay. Now Sunderland on the counter through Brian Atkinson. Kay. Bracewell back to Kay. Kay beaten in the tackle. Played forward by Porter. Brian Mills. Bennett does the job, but has to concede the corner. So Simon Mills comes up to take this corner. Near post corner flicked on, but straight to Tony Norman. Tony Norman waving everyone away so they can get as much distance between the Sunderland goal and the ball as possible. Kay with the throw. Not much wind, just favouring the Roker end, as you can tell by that flag. Van der Laan. And the back heading just reached Norman ahead of Keith Houchin. Keith Houchin every right to go for that. Now Rogan. The early cross. Oh, and sliced behind by Glover for the corner. Sunderland have looked very good going forward in these last two games, and the cheers for the appearance of Kieran Brady. An encouraging word there from Malcolm Crosby, the caretaker manager of Sunderland. So this is just Kieran Brady's stage. A 3-goal lead for Sunderland. Just 9 minutes of play left, and he still has time to make an impact on this game. Byrne with the cross. Away by the Port Vale defence. Brady with his first touch. Could even try one. Still going. This is just the sort of thing he loves to do. Plays the ball across, very, very close to Gordon Armstrong, but not quite. And Armstrong just couldn't reach it. But that's the way Kieran Brady plays. No pressure on him this afternoon. And that's the sort of skill he has. Van der Laan. Sampson clears. Rogan helps him out. Brady. Doesn't get the right direction on that pass. Brady wins possession for Sunderland, but Hardiman had already committed the foul on Darren Hughes. So Dean Glover to take the free kick. Chips it forward. Bracewell hooks the ball away. Now Brady into the Port Vale half. Past his man. Still going. But then run out of ideas at the vital moment. But Hardiman tries and just not too far wide. Today's attendance 15,564. A little disappointing after Wednesday's good performance. And here we see Brady on the replay. Seemed to lose possession as he went towards Neil Aspin. Aspin got a foot in, but it came out to Hardiman. And Hardiman has the drive, but a little bit further wide than he was with the good effort he had on Wednesday. So back live. The goal kick. Houchin on the ball now for Port Vale, looking for a consolation perhaps. Free kick for Sunderland against Keith Houchin. Six minutes to go. Free kick. That was taken from the wrong spot, so Alan Webb will take it from the correct spot. Alan Webb, who broke a leg at Newcastle for Port Vale in 1989. That's Brian Mills on the ball. Mills again, but rather unlucky there not to see the ball run through for him. But now it's Brady. Carrying the ball forward, almost getting round two players, but not quite. The covering tackle there was from Darren Hughes. Free kick for Sunderland. Paul Hardiman fouled by Darren Hughes. Up comes John Kay. Just to place it short for Kieran Brady. And good to see Kieran Brady getting himself involved, as that's a good cross. But no one could quite manage to get on the end of it. Porter plays it wide, and the ball now cleared for Port Vale. Rogan and Armstrong playing a lovely piece of interplay between them to clear the ball. But Aspin there first. Oh, and this is a little bit of indecision in the Port Vale defence. Hardiman threads it through, continues the run, hoping to get the return ball. He has got the return ball, but was the ball out? Yes, it was, says the referee, so Port Vale win the goal kick. But that's small consolation to them. They're 3 goals down with just 2.5 minutes of normal time left, and with Sunderland in possession. Rogan gave that one away. Forward by Brian Mills, helped on by Foyle Houchin with the attempted cross. But Bracewell in possession now for Sunderland and gives it back to Norman. Bennett heading away. And Port Vale will keep trying as they are now. But some good defending this afternoon by Sunderland. That was Kay getting an important header in. Now away comes Bracewell. Byrne. Port Vale having to funnel back. Byrne. The ball loose. Hardiman keeps Sunderland in possession by finding Rogan. And Sunderland win it back again. Webb with that clearance. Back to Rogan. Bracewell. Good control there from Davenport to find Armstrong. Armstrong looks up, could cross it, there's people waiting for it. Byrne was there, but it just didn't quite reach him. Brady wants to go for the corner, but it won't go. But so he's turned well, beaten Hughes. Bracewell with the cross. Oh, and the ball just wide. But that was a good move by Sunderland. Sunderland right on top now. And the chance, if Byrne can cotton onto this ball. Oh, he was blatantly held back there by Aspin. The free kick quite rightly awarded. And Aspin, as we see this replay, the ball was played across there, I think, by Armstrong. Brady wanted it to go for the corner. It wouldn't go, so he turned beautifully and beat Hughes, found Bracewell, and his cross was headed just wide by Gordon Armstrong on the left. So now the Sunderland free kick, as we're just about half a minute into injury time. And the crowd buoyant, following the great result against Barnsley. The 3-0 scoreline here this afternoon, as that free kick was easily held by Mark Grew. Rogan. Brady. Byrne. Sunderland quite happy to keep possession now. Bracewell. Now Aspin for Port Vale. And that's all we're going to see, and a very good, very impressive and a well-earned victory for Sunderland against Port Vale, who tried hard but didn't really have too much penetration. And it was Sunderland who took the lead after 9 minutes through a lovely goal from Brian Atkinson, following a fine left-wing cross from Armstrong. Peter Davenport made it 2 after 45 minutes, rolling the ball under the goalkeeper's body as the goalkeeper came out. And the match was finished off in fine style by John Byrne after 73 minutes, when he got his foot to a ball that seemed to have been lost, to toe poke the ball over the line for Sunderland's third goal. They could have had more. Davenport should have scored, and Hardiman was close as well, but a very convincing scoreline here at Roker Park. Final score, Sunderland go into round 4 for the first time in 6 years. Sunderland 3, Port Vale 0.